Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. So I want to talk about the overview of my Triple G. Let's call it an experience. Uh, Yesterday, I went there literally with no expectations. I just wanted to. Actually, my main objective, honestly, was to see where they were in terms of Jermall Charlo. Honestly, that's where I wanted to be because I think Jermall Charlo will be and will be and is today conceivably Triple G's toughest challenge. And that was my main goal. I didn't go there with a personal agenda, nothing like that. As you guys can see in my questions, I didn't want to make it personal or nothing like that. Although you guys are fairly familiar with um, um, that's typically where I'm at. So, but when I went there, they had the girls fight on the undercard. That didn't heat up to the sixth round. So I'm literally just sitting there on my hands. Like, I just want to get to the post-fight press conference and do my thing and ask the questions about Jermall Charlo or lead in, try and find a way. And you guys got your answers as it relates to Jermall Charlo in the Abel Sanchez interview and in the press conference. Hopefully I didn't record the press conference because every channel does it. And I figured everyone gets mad views, so I'd rather go a different angle than just do that because it takes up so much battery because it takes an hour, and I won't have any battery life for the for the for the interviews that ensues after the press conference. But anyways, as I fast forward this damn video, Triple G walked in the arena, and I was overtly impressed with them. And as I guys say, I'm a fan of Triple G's character. I think he's an exceptional in terms of his character. I don't know him personally. I've never never spoken to him outside of a boxing event, so I don't know that. But when he walked around the bowl and he greeted every corner of the stadium, you can walk by. What do you? Um and Hey Kiki, you about to go take a nap?
Nope.
Oh, okay. So, it's my daughter walking by, and being carried by. So, and when he walked across the entire bowl, I was very impressed because it takes a lot to do that. You understand what I'm saying? The championship fight, I know he was fighting Vanes Mata, Vanes, Mad DeRozan. And I know he's an inferior opponent. And everything that you're thinking about him is absolutely true. I'm not in no way co-signing on the pick of Vanes. No way, no how. But I'm just talking about Triple G. And as it relates to how I feel about this fight. Now, in the fight, we obviously saw him get hit in the first round. But his response, I thought, was incredible. He hit him in the first round, and he was warming up, and he's like, you know what? I'm not going to play with my little brother anymore, my little cousin, my little sister. I'm not playing with them anymore. I'm getting them out of this fight, and I'm going to have dinner with my family. He straight went into work mode in the second round. Now, obviously, the knockdown was against an inferior opponent. He hit him late. All those are all true. I'm just talking about, I'm isolating Triple G and how I saw him in the fight. When you can say, I'm about to get this dude out of here, and you get him out of there, it's easier said than done. Cleveland Cavaliers was at home yesterday, and they blew him out in game 2 in Toronto, but they came home in game 3 and had a nail biter. LeBron James hits a game winner. So that tells you how tough it is, even when you're competing against an inferior opponent, to say I'm about to get this dude out of here, and you literally get this dude out of here. You understand what I'm saying? Like Roy Jones against Montel Griffin, he's not getting to the second round. You understand what I'm saying? So I was very impressed with that. And then the press conference came, and I was just impressed with his demeanor. He kind of has that. I'm not sure if you guys can feel this, but he kind of has that Deontay Wilder swag. I don't have an emotional attachment to Triple G, so it's not like it's not he doesn't like hit home for me. I'm talking about just his confidence. I don't give a fuck who I fight. And I believe he believes that. His handlers don't believe. Now, his handlers, that's a different video. But I'm talking about everything I'm doing is about Triple G and what I felt. Okay? And he really don't care who he fights. He believes he's the king. He believes he's the best. Do I believe? I believe Andre Ward wipes him. But I think in the 160 round, he believes he is the best fighter in the world. He believes no one can beat him. He's the heir of his throne. He's the king of his throne. And it's cool to watch alpha males be confident. You understand what I'm saying? I enjoy like Russell Westbrook, like Charles Barkley, like Michael Jordan. As we see LeBron James in these playoffs, he's very overtly aggressive, demonstrative in his emotional connection with basketball, and I'm enjoying it. You know, can he beat Golden State? It's tough. That's super tough. But that's what I got from Triple G. He's locked in. You understand what I'm saying? He's literally locked in, and I believe you're gonna have to go through hell and high water to take that O. Now there are more talented fighters out there. I think Jermall Charlo, if Triple G is an 8 at everything, Jermall Charlo is a 9 in most things, right? Punching power, I think Jermall Charlo is a little better. Athleticism, I think if Triple G is a 7, Jermall Charlo is a 9. If ring IQ, I would give, don't forget Triple G is a silver medalist. I would give Triple G the advantage in that because he's done more rounds and had a more decorated amateur career. Ring generalship, we really haven't seen Jermall Charlo in the last 2 fights. He's probably only gone, 8 rounds or something? I forget where he knocked the guy out in July, the guy that had the hurt leg. But you can't blame him for that. You only can fight the opponent who signs the contract, and you don't control whether he's healthy or not. So he did his job and got rid of him. The same thing I said about Triple G. So, so with that being said, I thought he was exceptional, but I would give him the advantage on ring IQ. And let me talk about something else as it relates to Triple G. My daughter's pushing. I don't know if you guys have babies, but he does something that's incredibly great to me. Not many fighters can do this. He completely understands distance. 100%. See, watching it on TV is one thing. And I realize I'm way more critical of Triple G watching him on TV. Without a doubt, 1,000%, 100%, I am way more critical of him. And but live, I see it. You know, like how he's distance and he takes the power off the opponent. It looks like he's getting really, really hard. Like when Mar DeRozan, when Vanez hit him, he takes the steam off of it because he's already at a distance and because he knows he doesn't have the athleticism or the fast twitch muscle fibers to react in time. He sustains that distance and takes the steam off the punch by turning his head and tucking his chin. You understand what I'm saying? So when he gets hit, it's going to look worse than what it is. Now, I'm not saying he doesn't get hit flush or he does this every time, but I'm saying when Vanez hit him, that's what I saw. And if you rewatch the fight, you can see he uses his legs more to prepare to block or parry or slip a punch more so than his upper torso. Watch how far away he is, and he jumps out. He jumps out of the pocket, and then he walks his way back in. Now, what he does in the next round, and I saw this against Canelo too, he doesn't have the ability to go lateral, right? As great as, let's say, a Floyd Mayweather, right? Or an Andre Ward, since that's more weight compatible. But the next round, if he's 18 inches away, in round 1, he's going to be 17 inches away in round 2. In the 3rd round, he's going to be 16 inches away. He's like the Blob. You remember the Blob? It was remember that was a scary movie when I was a kid. If you Y2K kids saw that movie, you would cut it off immediately. The color in that is is despicable, and computer graphics is was terrible. But that's who he is. He get closer and closer in slow mo. And he cuts the ring off. Look how he cut the ring off on Vanez, you know. And I'm not being a super fan at all because I'm rolling with Jermall Charlo if Jermall Charlo fucks with him. You guys know that. But I'm just talking about my experience, and I want to give an objective video of Triple G because probably my next video is gonna be real critical of who he fought and how he fought and when he's fought. But I want to take this one time to be objective. And just so you guys can see the flip side of the coin, because it's only fair, right? He has the uncanny ability of understanding distance. I mean, it's beautiful to watch. If you want to understand distance, if you want to watch the best fight in understanding distance, the 1000% in understanding distance, Floyd Mayweather, Miguel Cotto, the best fight in understanding distance. I mean, and Floyd, I got to go upstairs. She's pushing, and we got to let her push, and Dre got her. So let me go upstairs and finish this video. But, yeah, I think that Floyd Mayweather Cotto fight is, I mean, that's one of the most perfect fights I've seen where Cotto was on his A+ game and Floyd's game is out of the stratosphere. Like, it's just an unbelievable performance. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, he has an uncanny ability, and I totally respect that. And this is why I'm making this video, and I want to send this to Daniel Jacobs, Jermall Charlo, BJ Saunders, and Demetrius Andrade. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. You guys have heard this a million times. And that's how Triple G is going to defeat these upper echelon opponents. Is he more physically gifted than Andrade? Nah. On the measurables, is Jermall Charlo better than him? Check, 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 yes. But in order to defeat Triple G, you got to take it from him. And I've seen it every time I've seen him live. I'm more, like I said before, when I watch him on TV, I'm like, damn, he's slow. Damn, he's this. But so was Mark Jackson. He's the 3rd all-time leader in assists and steals. So was John Stockton. I mean, in assists. I apologize. Mark Jackson assists. He's 3rd or 4th now. I think whatchamacallit is up there now. Jason Kidd, right? Jason Kidd, Magic Johnson. So I think he might have moved down to 4th. But John Stockton is the all-time leader in assists and the leader in steals. Not Isaiah Thomas or Allen Iverson. You know, he does the same thing every day in every fight. Can you hit Triple G with the 1-2? With the 1-2? You absolutely can. Can you hit him with a 2, then come back with your 1-1? Absolutely. But you got to do it for 12 rounds. You got to break his will. And how you beat it? How you beat it? Your talent has to equal your preparation and your hard work. And hopefully Jermall Charlo and his camp watches this video because I can't wait for that fight. It's inevitable. It's inevitable because I asked. I think that fight is inevitable. I genuinely believe because I think Jermall Charlo will work his way through the WBC. I mean, will work. He's already #1, but will work his way through the middleweight division. I think Daniel Jacobs is a tough fight, but I think Daniel Jacobs gets in his own way sometimes. I think him fighting in the middle of the ring, I think he needs to be on the toes and 100% be a boxer. And when he sees an opening, go get it, be a cobra. You understand what I'm saying? He needs to be a cobra instead of a fighter. And if he opens up against Jermall Charlo, every fighter that I have seen open up against the Charlos have woken up in their hotel room, have woken up on the stool. Like, what the fuck happened? between Charles Hatley, Erickson Lubin, Hugo Centeno, and I guess the guy name was Highland, if I'm not mistaken. The last 4 fights I've seen from the Charlos, each of them has woken up on the stool like, what the fuck just happened? And you can't open up on the Charlos because they have too much power and their discipline in terms of their punch accuracy and their punch discipline. It's 1-2 down the pipe. 1-2 down the pipe. It's no secret. And it comes with so much veracity. You understand what I'm saying? That it's you know, there are a few fighters, there are a few boxers that you would say, you know what? If I got to fight in the alley, I'm taking these dudes. And in addition to their power, they want to knock you out. They want to take your spirit. They want to kill you. They want to hurt you. So with that being said, in addition to the 100% power, it's like 110, 120 because they're coming from with cruel intentions. You understand what I'm saying? So it's beautiful thing to watch him. I think we're on a collision course. I think this time next year they're gonna have nowhere to go. I think Canelo will be long gone in terms of they're going in opposite directions of their career. I don't think no one wants to see a third fight. Obviously, it makes business sense. They want to keep Triple G busy. So with Triple G wanting to stay busy, he has 2 fights this year and a minimum of 3 next year. He has to see Jermall Charlo, and that's the fight we want to see. And I think Jermall Charlo, you can't take a day off. I know when you watch him on film, you like, this motherfucker is slow. His punches are slow. I'm being serious. But when you watch him live, you see everything he does in the ring is intentional. And if Jermall Charlo is well prepared for that fight, which he has never been unprepared. I've never seen him unprepared. Fight week, he's a monster. I mean, shit, you saw what he did to me in the interview. Terrible question. You know what I mean? So, you know, but I just want to give a fair attempt to be unbiased. Look at Triple G from 50,000 feet and be like, this motherfucker's good, man. He's not this way by accident. And this video, I was trying not to interject my opinion on his fighter selection, on his team's fighter selection, on Vanez Marderosian, his opponent. I'm just looking at Triple G, just attempting to be honest right now. And Triple G is one hell of a fighter. Facts, no doubt, no lie. Can Jermall Charlo beat him? Facts, no lie, no doubt. But he got to put the work in now. You understand what I'm saying? And he's going to get a 4-for-1 special, a 3-for-1 special. He get 3 belts with 1 knockout? Come on, man. That's a deal of a lifetime. And I wish him well. So congratulations to Triple G. I thought he put on a phenomenal performance. There was 8,000 people in the arena. And that's a beautiful thing. I don't know how many tickets were. I'm not even getting into that. To do a fight on 2.5 weeks' notice and put 8,000 butts in the seats in I would say it's probably close to 10,000 arena. I think that's exceptional. So kudos to them. I didn't get a chance to get to Tom Lawfer and ask him the questions in terms of the business side because you saw my interview with Abel Sanchez. That shit went damn near 35, 40 minutes. And you know, if you hold the mic in front of Abel Sanchez long enough, he's going to come out and say something. And you're going to be able to put the pieces together in the next interview and the next interview. Then you're going to say, hold up, Abel, you said this. And I was gracious. I thanked them for doing the interview. Because at the end of the day, me and Abel Sanchez on the other side of the fence. And like I tell you guys, I don't care what situation I am in. I want to be the gentleman in it. And so Abel Sanchez is going to watch this video. I just want to say thank you. For actually coming on when you know you got an AK-47. You're looking at the barrel of an AK-47. You know what I mean? So I'll do my video later if I get a chance later on Triple G and obviously the bullshit opponent Vanez Marderosian was and chasing Canelo. I'll do that. If not today, I'll do it later down the line. You guys can expect that video. But I just want my subscribers to get an honest perspective of who I believe Triple G is. and he doesn't have those belts by accident. He didn't beat Canelo, but I thought he beat Canelo by at least 2 rounds in September. I could be wrong. You guys had the scorecards, whatever you believe. It was a draw, but I thought he beat him by 2 rounds. I thought he cut the ring off exceptional. But like I said, the reason why Canelo was able to escape to his left so many times was because, as I said earlier in this video, Triple G's lack of lateral work. His east to west work is his north to south work is phenomenal. Being able to smother you, and you like, man, dude. Every round against Triple G, the ring gets smaller, no doubt, 100%. So you got to take his will, and we have yet to see Triple G take his will. It's going to have to be a performance like to take his will. Remember that kid from Ohio? It starts with a P. Pavlik, Kelly Pavlik against, he beat him twice. Jermaine Taylor, I think it was. He beat him twice. Took his will every time. It was just something about it. You just couldn't beat him. You know what I mean? Kind of like Vernon Forrest and Shane Mosley. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that 1-2 is going to be in your face all night. Kelly Pavlik, 1-2 down the pipe. And it's going to be with power. It's going to be with at least 70% of my power every time I touch you. And that's Jermall Charlo. And that's also Triple G. And so anyways, man, this is just my fair attempt to be unbiased assessment of Triple G. He's one hell of a fighter. In person, he's one hell of a fighter. On TV, this motherfucker looks slow as molasses, man. Let me tell you, his punches look slow. Everything looks slow on TV. But in person, in the ring with him, I don't know what the fighters are going through. But just based off of the thousands of fights that I believe that I've seen over my lifetime, I see why Triple G is successful. So I want to see that Jermall Charlo fight. Even a BJ Saunders fight. I would love to see that fight. Those are 2 different polar opposites type of styles in terms of, for Triple G. I would love to see him in both those fights, and that would answer a lot of questions. So, dear Jermall Charlo, I think I'm going to title this video, Dear Jermall Charlo. In order to beat Triple G, always remember, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. If you work hard as your talent, if you exceed your talent and work ethic, you will have a great fight against Triple G. But if you let down and let up for 1 moment, 2 moments, or 3 moments in your training or in your preparation, that gives Triple G an advantage. Whether he's off that night and you win, yeah. But I think you got a chance to be special, Jermall. And Triple G has been special for a long time. Like him, love it, or hate him. He put 8,000 butts in the seats in 2.5 week notice. You know, Vanez was probably responsible for 500 to 1,000. You know what I mean? Outside of that, I think it's all Triple G. So congratulations to them. They said they had the 3rd largest gate in StubHub history, which I think is phenomenal. And we're moving over. So anyways, man, Barbershop Conversations. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. And after this video, I'm back on them. Talk to you guys soon. Peace, guys.